Forward. It is my great privilege to introduce Awakening to Effortless Being, Realizing Your Infinite Self. This book is a beacon for those seeking to uncover their true nature, embracing a journey that moves beyond the limits of personal identity into the vast, boundless reality of the infinite self. As we explore this path, we're invited into an effortless way of living, one that doesn't require striving, self-improvement, or an endless quest for meaning, but instead reveals the peace, clarity, and joy that are always here within us. The insights shared in this book resonate deeply with the timeless truth that our true nature is not separate or isolated, but an infinite being experiencing the beauty and challenges of a human life. This understanding isn't something we need to achieve. It's a natural state that becomes apparent when we let go of the effort to be something other than what we already are. In my own journey, I've had the honor of witnessing countless people awaken to this reality, recognizing themselves as pure awareness, untouched by the shifting experiences of life. I've seen how the simple but profound words, "You are the infinite being," can spark an internal shift that forever transforms how one sees themselves and the world. This book offers that same transformative potential, providing readers with gentle guidance to let go of resistance, step into effortless being, and embrace life in alignment with infinite being. What I find especially powerful in Awakening to Effortless Being is the integration of practical insights, reflective prompts, and real-life stories, making these profound teachings accessible and relatable. Through the teachings presented in this book provides a bridge between intellectual understanding and the lived experience of unity consciousness aligning our lives with the natural flow of existence. In reading these pages, may you discover the peace that is already within you, the joy that arises when we let go of striving, and the profound sense of connection with all that is. This journey to self-realization is, in truth, the recognition that there was never anything to seek, for we have always been whole, complete, and free. With great love and gratitude, David Bingham. Introduction. In a world where we are constantly urged to achieve more, to define ourselves by what we have, and to seek fulfillment outside ourselves, the journey to self-realization can feel elusive and mysterious. This book is my response to that mystery and my attempt to share a way back to the simplicity, peace, and infinite presence within each of us. My own journey towards self-realization was not the result of a single moment, but rather a series of insights and awakenings, each one peeling back another layer of who I thought I was. Through teachings from spiritual guides, personal experiences, and a profound moment of realization, I came to understand that we are, at our core, beings of infinite awareness, boundless and untouched by the labels and roles we carry. This book is an invitation to look beyond the surface, beyond the noise of the mind, and into the vastness of your true nature. It's a journey of letting go of false identities and embracing the effortless awareness that is our natural state. Together, we will explore concepts of unity, presence, and peace, all pointing back to the infinite being within each of us. Through personal stories, practical exercises, and insights from teachers who have illuminated this path, I aim to provide not only an understanding of effortless being, but a roadmap for integrating it into everyday life. This is not a book about attaining something new. It is about rediscovering what has always been present, the silent witness, the boundless awareness within. May these pages serve as a gentle reminder of your own infinite nature, offering you the freedom, joy, and ease that come from embracing effortless being. As you read, I invite you to pause, reflect, and open yourself to the possibility that you are already whole, already complete, and forever connected to the infinite essence of life. Welcome to the journey of awakening to effortless being. Chapter 1: Introduction to the Infinite Self. Awakening to the true nature of who we are beyond personal identity. Welcome to the start of a journey, not one where you'll need a plane ticket or hiking boots, but one that goes inward. This isn't about chasing after some exotic treasure buried far away. It's about rediscovering what's been sitting here all along, patiently waiting for you to notice it. And spoiler alert, it's surprisingly simple. If you're reading this, you probably feel it. A quiet nudge that there's more to life than what you've been living. Something just out of reach, like that word you can never remember when you actually need it. Maybe you've been searching for this elusive more, or maybe it's just a faint tug, a subtle sense that there's a truth lurking beneath all the mental clutter. Either way, you're in the right place. For me, this feeling finally took shape while I was listening to The Greatest Secret by Rhonda Byrne. There I was, half distracted, when suddenly I heard David Bingham say, "You are the infinite being having a human experience." Boom. It was like those words bypassed my brain entirely and hit something deeper. A click moment where everything I'd been chasing just melted into one simple truth. In that instant, I knew. This me I'd been identifying with, this Rob with his opinions, quirks, and to-do lists, was just a costume. The real I, the awareness that David's words pointed to, was something vast, timeless, and totally unaffected by whether or not I'd remembered to take out the recycling. Realizing this shifted everything. It wasn't about learning a new philosophy or mastering a technique. It was more like spotting a hidden picture in one of those puzzles you squint at in the mall. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. I suddenly understood that what I'd been searching for wasn't out there. It was the infinite awareness that had been with me all along, quietly watching the drama of me. As you begin this exploration, consider the possibility that what you're searching for isn't some big spiritual trophy waiting at the end of a marathon of self-improvement. It's already here. You're not the story you've been telling yourself, nor are you the character you've been playing in this mental movie. You are the boundless awareness that's just been hanging out, noticing everything unfold. In the chapters ahead, we'll look at how to peel back the layers of conditioning, beliefs, and mental noise that cover up your infinite nature. You won't need to add anything new or jump through hoops. In fact, it's more about subtraction than addition, about letting go rather than piling on. We'll do this through reflections, stories, and gentle inquiries, ways to uncover the peaceful, limitless presence that is you. This journey isn't about becoming something different or reaching some enlightened state. It's about seeing through the idea of you as this limited, separate self and recognizing the simplicity of what's been here all along. A quiet, peaceful, effortless being that doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. So let's dive in, not to search for something far off, but to rediscover the infinite being you've always been, the you that's been sitting there, quietly patient, waiting for this very moment. Chapter 2: Unveiling the Illusion of Self. Understanding the conditioned self and recognizing awareness beyond thought. The journey into self-realization usually kicks off with a mildly shocking realization. The you identify with the one defined by rules, thoughts, and memories, isn't actually the real you. That ego, the one narrating your day and always having opinions about your life choices, is more like a chatty roommate than your true essence. This self has been crafted over years of beliefs, social conditioning, and personal history, but it's really more of an illusion, a character you've been playing in a sitcom you didn't even know you were in. Understanding the conditioned self. Your conditioned self has been in the works since the day you were born. Family, society, and that one teacher who insisted you'd never get anywhere daydreaming like that all helped shape it. Over time, you started collecting beliefs about yourself like stamps. I am smart. I am not good enough. Or, I should probably never dance in public. These beliefs become part of your identity, a bit like the labels on your favorite clothes, except these cling on much longer than you might like. But here's the thing, these are just stories. Like, I am the worst at parallel parking. Okay, maybe that one's true, but most of them, just ideas. The conditioned self is like a mask you've worn for so long that you've forgotten it's there. Beneath that mask, though, is a vast, timeless awareness, a version of you that has never been caught off guard by an unexpected Zoom call. A case of mistaken identity. Recently, a young man reached out after watching an interview on my YouTube channel about self-realization. He wanted to discuss his thoughts, saying, I know intellectually that Joe is just a pattern of thoughts and memories, but it still feels like there's a Joe here. So I asked him, can you actually feel Joe in there somewhere? After a few moments, he replied, I can't feel Joe exactly, but there's still an awareness here. What's this? That's the infinite you, I explained. It's been here all along, quietly watching. The Joe you talk about, the story, the experiences, that's just a label. You've mistaken this infinite awareness for Joe, like thinking the sky is that one cloud that looks suspiciously like a dog. And in that moment, he got it. He wasn't Joe. He was and always had been the infinite being having a human experience. A concept that, let's be honest, is probably not the easiest one to bring up at dinner parties. Recognizing awareness beyond thought. Your true self isn't the thoughts, the opinions, or the self-doubt that sneaks in when you're out of clean clothes. It's the awareness that observes it all. Try asking yourself, who am I beyond my thoughts? Or what remains when I set aside all these labels? In moments of stillness, you may catch a glimpse of this awareness. It's that spacious presence that remains when your mind finally stops reminding you of things like how you've probably overwatered the plants. This awareness is constant and unchanging, unlike the you that occasionally flails around. Recognizing this awareness is a bit like spotting Waldo in one of those puzzles. Suddenly, you realize he was there all along. Exercise. Observing thoughts. Here's a fun experiment. Sit quietly and observe your thoughts as they arise. Imagine each thought is like a cloud passing through the sky of awareness. Notice how thoughts come and go, like that one friend who always swings by for 5 minutes unannounced. But no matter how many clouds drift by, the sky remains untouched by their occasional weirdness. That sky-like awareness, that's closer to the real you than any thought or belief. Breaking free from limiting beliefs, one of the best perks of unveiling the illusion of self is freedom from limiting beliefs. Once you recognize that these beliefs aren't the real you, you can begin to let them go. Limiting beliefs are usually just fear's way of making you double-check the locks. They aren't nearly as protective as they seem. When you start seeing these beliefs